Okay, so a little disclaimer here. The video was recording the audio. It got all cut out and it kind of annoyed me, so I'm just gonna do a voiceover of the most important parts of the video so you can stay caught up and still know what happened, so you're not lost and from this episode onto the next one. So yeah. Alright, here I am going over to this village looking thing. It's not too important, but I think it's kind of nice because I was gonna treat it as my next home, and I ended up not liking it. I'm building up to here, and I'm walking over. I turn around because I hear like a strange noise. Yep, right here. I just ignored it. It wasn't anything. It was just a ambient sound, I guess. And then next, I'm walking up to this dinosaur-looking thing. I decided to kill it because I'm really close to level 5, as you can see here. And when I look down at my XP bar, I'm like, oh, I can use this level up uh, thing. And I choose the combat one because when you kill, like, mobs, like enemies, you get more XP, and it's just really nice to level up. And I think it's a lot easier to do that since I don't do a lot of mining and stuff. And in this clip, I am crafting a quiver because I found leather and it's just easier to have a quiver than to just hold stacks and stacks of arrows. I got the materials from this house, the similar to the one in the last episode, and I tried upgrading it to gold, but I just don't have the extra leather. I don't think I upgraded again in this episode, so maybe I can do that again in the next episode. We don't talk about this. Okay, so after accidentally killing the snail, I walk over and see like some floating island type thing. So I'm just thinking about how I can build up to it, and I eventually come to just getting dirt and building up. Okay, here I'm now actually getting the dirt. There's not going to be much commentary on getting dirt because why talk about getting dirt when I could just skip forward to the actual stuff where I'm building up and actually adventuring in the floating island? Yeah. Inside the floating island thing, it wasn't interesting. There was just a bunch of like, I guess it was like a big hotel. It's just a bunch of rooms. But I figure out that these blocks can be crafted, and there's a bunch of them just sitting right here. And I decide to take them, but it's worthless because they end up just. It's pretty much just a worse version of iron. Okay, after I found all that garbage, umbrium or whatever it was called, I found a village, and I was gonna make it my house, but then I started to think about it, and it's just not really a good place because it's all covered in this mesa biome, and it's not nothing's good around it, so I just decided to leave. After a ton more of traveling, I came across this huge like kingdom or whatever, this huge like castle, and I just decided to make that my house because it's big, and I think our surroundings are nice. After running around that castle for a while, I made a shield and came across a battle tower. The battle tower is nice. This one was a good one because it not only had the spawners and chest, but the guardian at the top, which I can kill for a bunch of diamonds and stuff. This battle tower was nowhere near easy. I mean, I had to jump out of this thing maybe 7 or 9 times. I was just getting destroyed in there. There was all these spiders, these skeletons. They just kept coming after me. I was getting jumped back and forth. My sword breaks, and I had to go make a new one, and I had no iron. And it's just these skeletons mainly were the biggest issue of this battle tower. It just it was non-stop. Eventually, when I got to the second to last floor, I crafted a diamond lockpick and opened this chest. Usually, when you open the chests, the guardians at the top of the tower will boom, yep, just like that. They'll start coming after you, and that was really scary for me because those things could probably destroy me in 2 hits. So yeah, that's something you don't want to mess with. I started getting a little bit too cocky, and he was scaring me too much, so I started to run away. He was destroying me with his fireballs, and eventually I was being dumb. I should have just kept running, but Yeah, this is what happens when you are dumb and you don't play it safe. Boom. I'm glad I slept in my bed though because I was able to spawn back and grab my stuff and run really, really far away and be a wuss and shoot him with arrows from like 100 blocks away. Yep. So when I actually did kill him, I ran over there quickly because I knew the tower was going to fall and I just wanted to make sure I got all the stuff that fell to the bottom. When I was done looting that tower, I went back to the castle and just kind of chose someone's house to take over and live in. I ended up choosing a house with like gold, a bunch of gold on top of it because gold's going to be useful later. Made a bed and took over the house. Sorry this episode was so short. Hopefully I can make this next one longer and the audio doesn't cut out. See ya!